Good morning, Big Brother fans. Wednesday, July 17th, we have a TV show tonight where we'll see the Power Veto competition that Kat somehow won. I don't even know if I've heard any details about it, or if I have, I've kind of forgotten them, but we'll see it tonight. That will be the big thing. What am I saying? The big thing. I suppose if they're going to show it, even though it happened, we may see the whole blow up where Nicole was kind of ostracized and shut out of the head of household room that happened Friday night. We may even see Christy reveal her power or talk about her power a little bit right before the Power Veto competition, but she really didn't talk about it in length until after. Well, she didn't tell Nick and Bella until after. I can't remember right now how many people she told before. So that'll go on tonight. What has happened in the last 24-ish hours? Not a whole lot. Not game-wise, not a whole lot. Although things are kind of developing into a little bit of a different look of the house. So I just tweeted this morning, and I don't have it, the alliance chart. I can't think of her name right now, and I apologize, but I retweeted her alliance chart that she's kind of doing, and I'm not the only one, and there's other people that do it, but for a few seasons I did alliance charts, and I just didn't kind of get into it this year. I did one at the very beginning, but I haven't had the time to sit there and do it, and sometimes I have to feel inspired. But she's been doing a good job of this hand-drawn alliance chart. I retweeted hers this morning. I do, looking at it, see, that's the problem with alliance charts. They're hard to do because you got your 9-person alliance and Sam and Nick and Bella, and she's got Nick and Bella, as part of this 8, and Sam is part of the 9. But at this point, I would have to say that Sam is more of a part of, even though he wouldn't say it, a part of a 7-person alliance, and Nick and Bella are part of the 9. So they're kind of more on the outside, although really Nick, Bella, and Sam are all kind of on the outs with those 6 people. And it's Christine, Tommy, Jackson, Holly, Annalise, and Jack. That's kind of a core 6. They are still fairly strong with each other. I would say Jackson, Jack, Holly, and Annalise are probably the tightest 4. Christy and Tommy are obviously very tight, but they're willing to kind of go against Jack and Jackson. I wouldn't consider Annalise and Holly as power players, and Holly's strongest ally, in my opinion, outside of Jackson, would be Kat, even though you don't see it necessarily. They do spend time talking to each other. You'll notice I'm not talking about Nicole or Cliff or Jessica. And by the way, where the hell was Jessica this morning, or yesterday? Now, I didn't watch a ton of the feeds, but I never saw her. I know she was on them somewhere. And I remember, I saw Scott tweet a picture of her making some kind of an expression in her face. So I know that she was in the house, but she was certainly not doing anything worthy of people talking about it. So Jessica, I actually, you'll see a tweet from me saying, where was Jessica? But it's also going to appended with I'm joking, because sure enough, as I just say, was Jessica even on the feeds last night? Somebody will read that and go, oh my gosh, is something wrong with Jessica? Where is Jessica? What's going on? Didn't you see Jessica? And then other people say, yeah, she was on, blah, blah, blah. I said, no, I'm just kind of making a comment that she was barely seen on the feeds. But it will get, just saying, was Jessica even on the feeds yesterday, will get a reaction will create more headache for me. So I put in parentheses, I'm mostly joking. That'll still get comments. So game-wise, what I was going to say is, like last night, watching the feeds, besides not seeing Jessica, and that's why I had to count. I was like, wait, there's 15. I got 15. I got all names. Wait, who am I missing? Who am I missing? Who the hell am I missing? Oh, Jessica. Where's Jessica? She must have been in the diary room or something at the time. But it was out in the backyard. Cliff, Nicole, Kemi, David, Ovi, Bella, Nick, and Sam. I think that's 7. And then in the bedroom, the Target bedroom, which is a hangout room this year, definitely a hangout room, more so than the Airstream bedroom. You had the rest of the house. You had the Jackson. You had the 6 plus Cat. Wait a minute. Maybe that. No. Let's see. You had the 6. Okay. You had the 6 that I was talking about. Plus Cat. That's 7. Who's the 8th? Oh, no, I can't remember. Let's not worry about it. I don't have time. Point is, it's that's kind of the split in the house, really. I mean, you've got that core 6, and Kat is kind of just in her. She's kind of bouncing back and forth. Sam's kind of bouncing back and forth. They're not totally aligned with anyone in particular. Everybody seems to have something negative to say about Sam at different points, but also he seems to be well liked and he gets along with people. It's funny reading the reports about, Kemi and David don't like Sam. It's like, no, they said they actually like Sam. Ovi was talking about how Sam's the one guy in the house that didn't treat them any different between when he was in the house as a player and in the house as a evictee. So I don't know, it's interesting, but I would definitely say that the 9 and the 8 are not a solid alliance at all. Depending on what happens tomorrow night, that could all get tossed out, chucked out the window, just gone and done. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. And that's what we're getting to. Today is Wednesday. They may be locked out of the backyard if they're going to do a big competition. This would be the time to get them. They were locked out of the door last week at this time. So they may be locked inside for the next 5 days or so, where they start to get a little stir crazy. And that's about it, guys. It's not a thrilling little car cast with me talking. I don't have any news. I don't have anything super interesting to tell you. Love Island, I actually watched I watched about 15 minutes of it. Fell asleep through a lot of it. I don't know what's going on in Love Island. I saw some faces I didn't know. I didn't care about the particular drama. It's not for me. Colette loves it, says it's awesome and great and all that good stuff. I have no idea what the ratings are. But it is what it is, to quote a myriad of Big Brother house guests. It is what it is, and if you like it, great. If you don't, great. And if you don't much care, you're kind of like me. It's not a bad show, but I don't particularly need to spend any time on it. And with that, I am at my workplace, so I'm going to sign off, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. All right? See you later. Bye-bye.